Welcome back to the channel, everybody. My name is Chance Vanek, and in today's video, we are going to be touring this beautiful home behind us, 4-bedroom, 3.5 bath, that just recently had a massive price reduction of $175,000. Now, if that tells us anything, that tells us that these sellers are very, very motivated. So this could be the house that you are looking for to get the deal that you've been waiting for. Let's get this tour started. Today we are out here at 11844 Mino Rio Avenue, Las Vegas, Nevada, 89138. We are located in the gated subdivision of Saratoga in the Paseos village of Summerlin. This home was built in 2016. We're looking at 2,580 square feet, 4 bedrooms with a possible dual primary option upstairs. The main bedroom primary suite is downstairs with an amazing oversized barn door that separates the bedroom from the bathroom. You've got to see it. We've got a 2-car garage with the paver driveway leading up to it, pavers up to the front door as well as around the side of the house to the pool entry. We see we're located much lower than our neighbors on the left. We've got that elevation change, which is going to give us a little bit of privacy feeling in the backyard. Nice beige stucco exterior and a tile roof. We do have a heated pool and spa with a wet deck and covered patio. We do have a SID balance on this property of $4,047, which is an annual payment of $462 a year. So if you set aside $38.50 a month, you should be able to cover that with ease. We're minutes away from 215 access to the freeway, about 6 minutes from Red Rock Casino in Summerlin and downtown Summerlin shopping, roughly 18 minutes with standard traffic to the Bellagio, 20 to 25 minutes to Las Vegas Fremont Street Experience, and 15 to 20 minutes to the Harry Reid International Airport. Now, mind you, this property was purchased by the second owner, May of 2022 for $790,000. Now, that's pretty much irrelevant, I say, because what someone paid for the property does not matter, because that's not what you're going to pay for the property. However, in July of this year, this property was put on the market for $1,275,000. After about 3.5 months, it was taken off the market and then relisted 3 days later for today's asking price of $1,100,000. That's a $175,000 price reduction. That's a clear indicator of seller motivation. Okay, so this could be the opportunity you were looking for. We're in an amazing gated community, just minutes away from walking distance of Fox Hill Park. Now, let's take a peek of the interior of this home. Leading up to the front door, you have this cute little gate. I don't want to call it a security gate. Maybe keep you secure from a chihuahua if they don't jump over it. We come right up to this little courtyard area. We do have a nice street. I will say, I did notice when I came in to the neighborhood, there were a lot of cars on the street. You know, not something I personally like to see when I go into a multi-million-dollar neighborhood, but perhaps we're going to see more and more of that here in Las Vegas, especially the Summerlin area, as prices, these are what the prices are. However, we do have a good opportunity here to be pretty aggressive on our offer with that strong indicator with already the massive price cut that these folks want to sell. Another thing, when you're listing homes in the $1 million area, I would highly recommend getting that fixed up. We want to set the tone for the buyers as they step into the property, right? Do you have an electric lock here directly off the side of the main entrance? We have this storage space underneath the stairwell that goes around the corner. That's great for holiday, storage, or, hey, kids' playroom. Geez, kids would love that. My daughter, although she is 16 years old, she does love stuff like that. It is super duper sweet. Let's take these sunglasses off, and then we'll come. Oh, did you hear that? We got a dead battery on the fire alarm. Beautiful chandelier up here. I really, really like that. I feel like perhaps it could be hung a little bit lower. As we look up to the loft area, we've got the white painted handrail going up the stairs. That beautiful chandelier you saw. And then they have some cool sconces on the wall of the stairwell leading up to the loft area. We've got brand new LVP flooring matching throughout the home. Right off to the left of the main entrance, you have the 2-car garage. We do have some overhead storage already in place, which is very useful in a 2-car garage. Put some storage up overhead while you park the cars down below. Looks like they have a tankless water heating system as well as a water softening device. We're going to be hearing that smoke alarm go off throughout the remainder of the tour, so my apologies. Directly at the bottom of the stairwell, you have a powder bath, pedestal sink, and right behind this door, you have your water closet. We do have matching shutters. These are vinyl, I believe. Let's take a peek. I believe they're like a PVC vinyl shutters throughout the home. They are very nice, very beautiful. Decent size ceiling. And then we'll come over to the left of the entrance as we make our way into this beautiful kitchen. You have this little area where they put this actual tile. I thought it was wallpaper from just a few feet back, but it is actual tile. Nice bohemian style, chic feel. We have the dual KitchenAid appliances, ovens here in the painted white cabinets. That tile that was in that niche going all the way behind this back countertop on the backsplash. You got the KitchenAid stainless steel hood going up through the ceiling, and they took that backsplash all the way up to the ceiling. That's a nice touch. Stainless steel poles throughout. Right over here, you have your pantry for your dry goods. If you're into cooking, these are always very useful. Plenty of storage, and this Oak LVP goes all the way into that. Now, this refrigerator does look a little undersized for the kitchen space, but it is a nice stainless steel LG refrigerator. Pretty basic features here. No water dispenser on the exterior, no ice dispenser. Don't even see an ice maker in there at all. Okay. KitchenAid microwave. Let me stop the ringing on this other phone here. KitchenAid microwave built in to the cabinets. Now, they did not continue that tile backsplash over this area. There is plenty of storage space, however, with all these cabinets, 6 cabinets on the bottom with the matching quartz countertop all the way throughout. You've got a pretty big, 2.5, 3-inch lip on these countertops. This window here is bringing in a lot of light to this area. Nice little overhang on the islands. You could put 3, maybe even 4 bar stools underneath there. And as you can see, they have that matching tile underneath the island, which flows very nicely. Right in front of the island, you have another light fixture hanging down where you could put a dining table. And then as we pan towards the rear of the home, you see that is where the entertainment center would go, the TV mounted on the wall, this cool artistic wooden backdrop as you sit on your couch, watch the big game, turn on the electric fireplace, and cozy up. Now imagine yourself in here, Thanksgiving, sitting on the couch, watching the big game. Are the Cowboys winning? Are the Cowboys losing? They had a big win yesterday. Family's over here getting ready for Thanksgiving dinner. Pan around. Very large ceiling fan with a light wooden blades and this cool stone feel paint of gray. Nice vibe. And we got to get into the backyard, check out this pool, but we're going to save that for after we view the primary suite, which is directly off the living area here. That is that barn door that I was talking about. How cool is that? Very rustic, solid piece of craftsmanship here. We've got those old-fashioned cast iron wheels on the track so you can have privacy between your bathroom and your main bedroom or primary suite. There is another bedroom upstairs, does not have a connected bathroom. However, it does have a walk-in closet and the bathroom just down the hall, so it could act as a secondary primary. Another primary upstairs. So if you wanted to use this down here as like a next-gen option, that could be possible. We've got quartz slabs around the shower, matching around this large tub. Very deep tub, very wide. You can take a nice soaking bath in there. And then you'll see they have these oversized subway tiles going all the way up to the ceiling behind the dual sinks and these whole mirrors with the built-in LEDs. Matching flooring throughout, like I was saying. Nice touch. This is our walk-in closet. We have some built-in shelving here, so you can store all your goods. And your water closet with the door for privacy. So, say you wake up early, got to get ready for work. Your significant other is still sleeping. You can slide this shut, have some privacy. I really, really like that. And then on your way out, as you kiss your significant other on the head to say goodbye, you do a fit check. Hey, looking good. And then you hit the road and conquer the world. Let's take a step outside so you can check out this backyard. We do have this covered patio with the lattice style roof. You've got some patio lights hanging. You've got these multi-tiered retaining wall here, which I really like because to me, it adds more depth to the yard and it makes me feel somewhat secluded. Now we can see directly into our neighbor's backyard on the right as well as to the rear. But hey, that's what you get for city living, right? We have this kidney-shaped pool with the wet deck right over there. 2 umbrellas, so you can sit and lounge, stay cool while the sun is trying to pound down on you, but you're blocking it with those umbrellas. And then you have this built-in jacuzzi right next to the pool. We do have some minor landscape here. Looks like it could be dolled up. I see many the drip lines that have been capped off. So a lot of the vegetation plants have died and were not replaced. This is a very nice sized backyard. I will say so myself. Great view to the back of the home. Look at that. Look at that shot as the sun passes along the south side of the valley throughout the day. It's, what time is it? About 10 a.m. here in Las Vegas. Just a few days out from Thanksgiving. The sun is shining. The weather is gorgeous. Very, very nice backyard. We do have a lot of potential here. You could move in, take it just as is, or if you wanted to upgrade this landscape, you could really make this very, very nice. I would say, normally in this price range of over $1 million, most of the pools you're going to start seeing are more modern in style. This is a more traditional style pool. However, because the style of the home, it fits. Not a very modern home. In my opinion, it's a relatively basic home. However, the area that we're living in, the size of the home, and especially the size of the lot with this backyard, I don't think it is priced too far off. I think it's priced very fairly. However, judging by the huge price reduction that was recently given on this property, I think maybe there's even some more room for perhaps ask for some incentives or even further price reduction when you write an offer. We do have a wall-mounted TV there, covered up, and a barbecue. You'll notice there is actually a natural gas stub out, so if you're into barbecuing a lot, you don't like to use propane, or you're just tired of refilling the propane cans every time you run out, what a pain in the butt that is. You go to barbecue, turn it on, starts heating up, and then nothing because you're all out of propane. Well, that's never going to happen with that natural gas stub out if you have a natural gas grill. Little coat rack right here in the main hallway coming into the home. Let's take a trip up these stairs and see what the upstairs has in store for us. This LVP flooring is matching all the way throughout the house. I do see a few chips in some of the nose edging here on the staircase. Those are nice, cool sconces. As we pan over here, I also see a broken stair nose right here. So that would definitely need to be fixed in the request for repairs. I love LVP flooring. However, any laminate, LVP, anything like that, the stairs are just so hard because, they look nice, but I just feel that they're not durable enough for stairs. I feel if you're going to do stairs, you have to go with a hardwood or an engineered wood, something that's very, very similar to the LVP that you're using throughout the house. So there's going to be a slight difference in appearance, but the durability is just going to be so dramatic, and you're not going to have problems like that. And that's very, very important. We have a very large loft space up here with plenty of windows. You can set up another living area. Oh, very, very spacious up here. Also does have a patio balcony. Look at all those windows allowing the light in. And these shutters really do set a nice tone to the home. Covered patio, built-in canned lighting. Oh, this is very nice. Come up here, relax, have some coffee, look out over the pool. That is a very nice view, I would say. Got a mountain over there just on the other side of these homes and outside the community. This Fox Hill Park, one of the most beautiful parks in all of Las Vegas. Absolutely gorgeous neighborhood. Summerlin has done an amazing job keeping Summerlin so beautiful. Here is our first guest bedroom, standard size. We do have the nice tall ceilings, which makes the place feel even larger than it really is. However, it is a big home, 2,580 square feet. Got the closet space there. And directly across from this bedroom is one of the upstairs bathrooms, powder bath, I should say. Another pedestal sink, toilet with a bidet. And they've got plumbing everywhere. All right, we found it. It's up here. One of these smoke detectors is the one with low battery. Electronic thermostat. Guest bed number 2. Feels a little bit larger than the first guest bedroom we were just in. I believe the paint here is, what do they call that? Agreeable gray. Oh, my phone is going crazy this morning. I keep thinking I'm silencing it, but I must be hitting the... There we go. Now we've silenced it. So we do have a walk-in closet. Tiny walk-in closet here. But there is space. So many light switches in that room. Well, actually, it's not a huge walk-in closet, but there's plenty of space in here. And you could even do double-decker with the height of these ceilings. And I do love this knockdown on the drywall versus, just the orange peel. Very, very nice. Head on down to the hall. To the right here, we have our laundry room. Very nice size laundry room. Got the washer and dryer over here. Space on the end for more storage. You can put some really nice cabinetry up there. And then behind, you have this built-in storage area. Very, very nice. This room is very adequate for storage and laundry space. Right over here, we have a full bath, dual vanities, quartz countertop, undermount rectangular sinks, tub shower surround, and then down here would be that potential additional primary suite for upstairs. Room size here, not huge, but definitely larger than the other guest bedrooms. Could definitely go as a primary. Then you have this very nice size walk-in closet. And of course, no shortage of windows, which thank goodness they put that in there, because this would just feel like a box if it was not in there. Plenty of space for storage on that. What are your thoughts on this property? Huge price reduction recently. Very nice lot. Nice home. Got to fix that smoke detector. But if you have any questions on this property, please feel free to reach out. All my contact information is down below. There's also a link that goes directly to this property where you can get all the information pertaining to this property or start a home search so you can see all the houses for sale in Las Vegas. My name is Chance Vanek. I'm with Simply Vegas. Thanks for watching, and be sure to call or text if you have any questions, and I'll see you on the next one.